cut to the chase. Let's talk about the big records that make them household names around the world. I want to talk about the song for song of radio records. Let's talk about Notorious B.I.G's One More Chance remix versus Big Pun's Still Not a Player remix. Both off the first album, both remixes from each project. Biggs landed on on the later editions of the album, but let's just say they ended up on each other's albums, obviously, because they were that strong. How do we feel, fellas? Chat room, talk to me. One More Chance remix, Still Not a Player. Touch what's going on. I'm about to light this bowl.
The big joint was with the.
And I guess I'm sorry to cut you off, Reese, for 1 second. I want to ask the room when I bring up the One More Chance remix. I assume we're talking about the not the
bar sample.
Yeah, the bar sample versus the which are both fire, by the way. I'm just saying. I'm asking the room because they're both available. Which one are we referring to?
Talk about the remix. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So there's 3 versions. There's the album version, then there's the bars version for just to create for no confusion for right, and then there's that.
That's the
So is that the one we want to refer to?
That's the Craig G one. I'm dropping
That's the Craig G one. Okay, I mean technically. Was the video version? Just saying. That's like the real. Right. That's like the radio kind of driven one. Right. I wanted to ask the room, so I mean, but it's still a remix. So is that what I'm asking the room? Is that the one that you guys want to refer to in terms of this particular battle right here for round number 1?
Yeah, to me, I say yeah.
Remix, right? Yeah.
I like that one better than the bar sample.
I'm a little surprised myself.
I'm shocked.
No, it was dope, but I mean,
more driven for the ladies. That's the barge one.
Yeah.
Say less.
Fair enough. One More Chance remix version number 2, as listed on the 12-inch, which would be the. All right. Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. Right. So we're talking about that version versus Still Not a Player.
The original.
No, the remix featuring Joe.
No. I like the original.
Listen, it's still early in the battle, Triple C, and you're allowed to like what you like. Maybe that'll help you sway your decision for maybe swinging the vote versus Big Pun later. So right now, we're talking about the remix. You know which one we're talking about. The one produced by nobody, you know what I'm saying? The joint that everybody knows. The one that you nasty twin, I don't care. That joint right there, you know what I'm saying? Let's not act like we don't know what record we're talking about. Show some respect, Triple C.
That's too dancing for me. That's too dancing for me.
Okay, so it looks like I know how. First of all, too dancing is insane coming out your mouth. So you sit down the whole time at any party I ever been to.
That's I hear. I don't want to dance.
You never do. I ain't never seen you move.
Goons don't dance.
Except if it was for a drink or a plate of chicken. All right? You ain't never dance. You ain't never dance. You don't even like to spell the word dance. You spell it like all fucked up, dyslexic. Now all of a sudden you gonna let it help sway you. You know what, Triple C? I see. I'm gonna take one away. -1, Triple C. First time in history. It's like a boxing referee. Like I'm gonna take one away. Take one. Nah, just play. So Triple C sounds like you're voting for One More Chance, I assume.
Yeah.
Vote has been noted, even though I took it from you. Scandalous. What do we?
Go ahead.
Hobo stepped up.
That's easy for me. I'm going with the pun joint, son.
Oh snap!
The pun joint's a banger.
It's a banger.
A banger.
I literally remember the first time I heard that shit, and I was obsessed with Big Pun at that point already, for obvious reasons.
I do agree with you, Trip. The original version is dope. The original version is dope with the Teddy Pendergrass rap sample.
You talking about the original on the album?
The original, on the album. Yeah.
I'm not that crazy.
I love the album version. I love that joint.
I remember me and Skate used to blast that in the Cherry Red.
We blasting that shit when it first came out. Nobody had that shit yet.
As a matter of fact, Scan had that joint before.
I had it first on cassette.
Yeah, before even
I had a cassette.
Anybody was even playing that on the radio. Scan had that joint.
I'm confused. How does it go again? The shit starts out with the. That's the one with the barge sample. That's the one with the barge sample you were talking about, right?
No, the big.
Oh, you mean Big?
Pun.
What are we talking about? We talking about Big or we talking about Pun?
Pun joint.
We're talking about the Pun.
Oh, the Pun shit. The first shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about Big this whole time.
Wasn't that what Eddie Levert? That was.
No, it's the OJ sample. It was the OJ sample.
Yeah.
It was OJ's. And they was in the video too. They was in the video too.
They were in the video.
Yep.
Isn't
I'm not-
it?
Mind if I come down there and sing to you?
Yo,
I'm not going out there and sing to you.
Yo, Pun was shit, bro.
Pun showed us very early on, like he was a clown. You know what I'm saying? He
And
was
that was
fun of
Minnesota, bro. That put Minnesota on the map.
It did. I remember other joints that he did, but like, was that the first joint?
Yeah.
I think that's the one that really put him on the map, though.
Shout out to the Bronx, Minnesota from the Bronx, which is weird. Minnesota from the Bronx, but yeah, shout out there. So all right, so we got one down. We got 2 votes down. Hobo look like he's going for still not a player. Trip go for one more chance. Scantastic, what are you thinking?
I don't know, man. I mean, now that we kind of talking about it, I don't know, because if we're going the big remix, right?
We're talking about the single,
right?
These 2 massive remix singles.
And then we're going with that. It's kind of like I'm getting my DJ bag because I could play both and both would still crush. You know what I mean? Both would definitely still hit. It's a both of them situation. I think for sake of argument, I think the Pun will get a little bit more. I think more.
Talking about the remix, the Pun remix he's talking about.
Yeah. You could get away with playing that like at a pop club or pop venue, bro. Like you can get away with playing that.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, that was getting that Z100 play. Was Big getting one more chance? Z100?
Not that remix, definitely not. Not that remix. No.
Maybe the original one.
Maybe the original, but even the original, I think if anything will get more out here in New York, maybe like more WBLS, like those.
I see the Big Pun. I mean, I know it. It ended up landing on like all those Now volumes and all them kind of joints. Like, I don't know if one more chance did that because
that Pun joint made him go platinum. That song made him go platinum.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's not
100%.
That is
the
100 KTU, like straight crossover radio. That's why from that perspective.
So your vote, I'm assuming, is
I go
Big Pun.
For that. Based off of that, I go Pun.
Fair enough. Cool Breeze on the West Coast. What are you thinking about? How does them sound affect you when you're living now? Does it affect your vote? Does it sway your vote? Does all that G-Funk sway your all that P-Funk and G-Funk sway your vote?
I remember
all that funk.
Blasting both of them joints, man, and from the originals to the remixes, all of them joints are fire. But I like the Biggie joint with the I'm Dropping Science beat, the Craig G joint. That was my joint. So I'm gonna go with on this one, the Pun and the Joe joint. Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Welcome.
Let's keep it clean, fellas. It's only round one. It's only round one. Mastermind. Let's wrap this up. What do you think? One more chance remix for Still Not a Player. What are you thinking about?
Definitely that Pun and Joe. Of course. That Pun and Joe, man.
And explain why, Playboy. Explain why.
Slapped. He slapped differently than the Biggie. I mean, Biggie, a little more, Nah, that Pun gets slapped a little harder. I don't know, something about it. It just had that extra kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So it looks like when it comes to these 2 monster songs, we feel a bit differently in the room on either side. Respectfully, it's all good. We're going to tally this down to the vote. Does anybody want to share a story about me with the first time they heard any one of these records and what it meant to them? Maybe some of the DJs in the room?
I was in the club the first time I heard the Pun joint, man. That was like right after I graduated from college, like 2 years after. So I was like on my way to adulthood. Like I had a little bit of money so I could, go to the club and look the part. As much as one looked the part back then. It wasn't no bottles being popped, no VIP service, but I was in the club and that Pun, man. And I love the Latinas. So
Latinx, show some respect. I don't give a shit, Hope. I don't care. What's the chat room talking about, though? What they saying?
They said we handicapped Biggie because we didn't choose a DeBarge sample.
Just so I'm clear, because I'm a little high. When we talk about the DeBarge sample, that's when the sex is similar to the Thriller in Manila, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that song is dope. I like it, but I don't think it's better than the remix. My personal opinion.
Nice.
But I don't think. I mean. Is that what they're upset about? They're saying that they rather have had that version?
They're saying that we should have chose the video version.
Oh, well, check this out. You know what? That's on everybody in this room that voted that way because I gave motherfuckers a chance. No fucking with the scores like I've been accused of in the past, and I'm still with a clean record, baby. Still clean record, baby. Still here, baby. Still strong.
Malcontent said that version aged better.
I don't know, because I guess I got demo. I call it demo edits. Like I've heard even more than like I'd almost rather hear because I don't hear it so often.
I was about to say that.
I agree with that.
Like I hear it even in Ashanti in throwbacks when they want to do that one, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it's a great sample. It's a great fucking sample. But I'm over that shit too. But
tired of hearing it though. Tired of hearing it.
I still think it's better than the DeBarge joint. I'm sorry. I think the DeBarge joint is fire. I don't recall this driving around in a truck, you know, with DJ Scandals back in the day. I must have not been picked up that day. But it's all right. I know how he does. You know, everybody knows how he does.
Man.
When we're talking about round number one, when we're talking One More Chance remix versus Still Not a Play remix, it looks like this round goes to Big Pun. Big Pun is on the board. It looks like Big Pun, who is actually at the moment, and it's going to ride this way, but like I said, you never know how it rides out. Mastermind 24K. It looks like your team is on board at this moment with Big Pun scoring first.